Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Today Show Detroit. I am Zach Damon. So excited to welcome our guest today, Edward Desanto, the Vacation and Travel Advisor for Edward Cicinato Dream Vacations. So please stay tuned.
Hello everyone, I'm Burlington Mayor Marianne Meade Ward, and I'd like to wish the Disability Channel much success on your October 12th fundraiser for persons with disabilities and veterans, your VIP concert and drone ball drop. Thank you for choosing Burlington. You operate right out of Tech Place right here in our city and serving the people in our community, and much success with your fundraiser. Thank you.
Jay Stoyan here for the Disability Channel. I just want to announce we are going back to the Super Bowl. 5th year in a row. That's right, we'll be media February 13th, 2:22 with Dave Stevens and Casey McKay and our sports show Press Box. Again, Disability Channel is going back to the Super Bowl. 5th year in a row as media. We'll see you there.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Today Show Detroit. I am so excited to welcome Mr. Ed Desanto to the program. Ed, so wonderful to have you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. So, I mean, you've done so much and such a great resume. I'd like to just jump right in. Is that all right?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's do it.
Wonderful. So, you are a very experienced sales consultant with, of course, a demonstrated history of wholesale industry, and of course, you are skilled in business-to-business account management, sales processes, and of course, key account development. And of course, you're a strong sales professional with a bachelor's in business management, marketing, and related support services from none other than George Mason University. So I'm curious, Ed, how did you go from the wholesale industry to become a travel and vacation advisor and start Ed Desanto Dream Vacations?
Well, actually, I've been in the travel business almost 40 years now. I started with Holiday Inns back before a lot of people that are listening to this were probably born. And I sort of progressed through that and then veered off into the wholesale industry for a while when I got to be older. And then the travel, if you've been in the travel business for any period of time, it's something that you can't let go of. It's like an addiction almost, but in a good way.
Sure.
And so it's an addiction that you like to have. I love to travel. I've been to so many places I can't even, it's hard to even recount the total number of places I've been to. I've worked in the hotel industry, worked probably in close to 20 different states in the U.S. So it's something that's always drawn me back to it. And that's kind of how I got in with Dream Vacations. I'm a franchise owner of a Dream Vacations franchise. There's a bunch of them across the United States, and in fact, we are the largest retail travel agency in the country.
Wow, that's amazing. And of course, just really too with your hospitality background, working in hotels with the amazing Holiday Inn brand, and of course, again, just sticking with travel and vacation as well. And of course, as you said, you're part of one of the best vacation brands, and of course, your name says it all. Dream Vacations start here. So, you talked about what kind of led you there early on, but I'm curious too, you're a vacation and travel advisor. So can you talk about what that is and why travelers need it?
Well, the name kind of says it all, really. I mean, I'm an advisor. People in the past always thought, well, I can plan my own vacation. I know how to do it. I I can just call the hotel, or I can call the cruise line, or and do it myself. I don't need anybody to help me. And to some extent, that was true when times were easier. But as we've gone along and technology has increased, it's become more complicated for the average person to know how to sort of negotiate the websites and decide what either cruise or what resort is best for them. They know what they want to do. They're just not sure how to get there.
Mhm.
And that's where I come in. Because when I talk to a new client, I ask a lot of questions. And I tell them up front, I'm going to ask you a lot of questions before we even start, because I need to get to know you. I need to get to know you. I need to get to know your family. What do you like to do? How do you like to do it? Where have you been? And most importantly, where do you want to go in the future? Not necessarily tomorrow or the next day. But what do you want to do? What's on your bucket list, for example?
Mhm.
And that's how I and that's what I do. And especially now with the pandemic, which hopefully is starting to go into the past. There are so many different things that you have to think about. For example, my wife and I just got back from Italy,
Mhm.
and I had to have with me several different forms to pass through customs in Italy.
Mhm.
Well, most people don't know where to go get those. Well, I do.
Right.
I know
Right.
where to go get them. I know where to
Mhm.
pull them up. I can help them fill them out. And it's the
Mhm.
same thing with the tests you have to get, the coronavirus tests. Now,
Mhm.
I may not know where to get it in your particular community, but I
Mhm.
can tell you how to get there and what you need to look for and what
Right.
type of test you need to get if you need to get one.
Right. So very, very beneficial to have a travel advisor, guide you on those specific resources. I mean, you're sort of a travel insider, if you will. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a travel psychiatrist.
Yeah. Ah, there we go. Absolutely. And of course, Edward Santo Dream Vacations is committed to having, cruises that are also specifically for people with disabilities. And of course, to the Today Show Detroit and the Disability Channel, I mean, that is amazing. But I'm curious for you, Ed, when did you see that was really in need?
Well, I've seen it. I've seen it in the over the past few years, when people got locked down and they couldn't travel anywhere, they couldn't go anywhere, they had to stay home. I started to see where people with disabilities were sort of being shunted out, so to speak, and were being left out of doing a lot of things, and they basically stay at home. And I don't think that's right. I think everybody, no matter what your condition, no matter what your status in life, you deserve to go and explore and experience the world just like everybody else. Now, you may need certain um, we need to make certain exceptions for you, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to go and enjoy it like everybody else. Now, I'm not technically disabled. I do have knee problems and ankle issues, so I'm sort of in that status myself. And so I know when they say, "Oh, you shouldn't go do this tour," and I say, "I'm doing the tour because I want to. Don't tell me I can't do it. Tell me how I can do it."
Right. Well,
And that's
or
why I think everybody deserves the opportunity to go see, the ruins in Rome, to go see the Acropolis in Greece. And I don't think anybody should be excluded from that.
well, I mean, I completely agree with you on that, Ed, and I think it goes right along with the principle of the Disability Channel and what we're about as well. But I also want to say to you, as a business owner, and as somebody that is involved in global travel, thank you. Thank you for recognizing that need. Thank you for recognizing that, whatever ability that you have, that individuals on this great planet deserve to see as much of it as they can, because this is a very big world we're in, right? It's
Absolutely.
tremendous. It has tremendous different cultures, tremendous different things that everyone should have access to and want to see. So I completely agree with you. And again, talking about too, just the aging population. I mean, sure, a lot of times when people are traveling, they're older, and so sometimes there can be some obstacles there and different things. And so again, I thank you and Edward Cicinato Dream Vacations for being able to see that foresight, but also recognizing that the disability dollar is also strong as well. So individuals, young professionals, people that have disabilities, that have families or that own businesses and want to be able to take those dream vacations after they've earned it, have the opportunity. Absolutely, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, a slogan I like to use is vacations are what bring us together. And if you're in a family where one of the family members is disabled, and you have to kind of tailor where you're going or what you're doing because that person really can't do this or that person really baloney. That's baloney.
Right,
And they should
right.
not feel that way. You feel that we want to go here and we're going to go there. We need that. There'll need to be some exceptions made, but we're going to go and we're going to take our son or daughter or our father, whomever, with us, and have him or her enjoy it just like everybody else.
Absolutely. Ed Desanto, thank you so much. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Mr. Ed Desanto of Dream Vacations after this.
Hello, everyone. Bonjour, bonjour. As Lieutenant Governor of Ontario, I'm delighted to offer my best wishes for success to the many friends and staff of the Disability Channel for your October 12th fundraiser in support of employment programs for persons with disabilities and veterans. Removing barriers wherever they exist, creating accessible spaces, and promoting greater equity are all central to this province's efforts to rebuild from the COVID-19 pandemic. So help us to ensure a more inclusive and resilient future, one that works for everybody. Please accept my thanks and encouragement. Keep up your inspiring and dedicated work. Thank you. Merci, miigwech.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Today Show Detroit's. I am Zach Damon, so excited to be with you. Thank you very much. I have the one and only, the wonderful travel advisor and the owner of Ed Cicinato Dream Vacations with us on the show. So excited. And Ed, going back to what you touched on just briefly before the break, you brought up an amazing point that vacations are things that bring us together. And I thought you brought up an amazing point. And of course, you also talked about before the break too, how, everyone should have access of any ability to be able to travel and see this great world that is our planet. And so, I wanted to know from you, have you noticed, working in the travel industry for as long as you have you noticed that others are taking notice in the industry?
Taking notice.
Taking notice in terms of accessibility and in terms of accessibility on trips and different cruises and things like that.
Absolutely. It's become there's the overriding concern now in the industry is that everybody be able to, in some form or fashion, be able to see the things that everybody else can see. That nobody should be excluded for any reason. I mean, and you can take it beyond the disability aspect. If you're LGBTQ, you shouldn't be excluded for that. If you are black or brown, you shouldn't be excluded for any reason. Everyone should be able to travel. It's an open world, and everybody should be able to do whatever they want to do. If you want to do it, and if you believe you can do it, you should be able to do it. And sometimes you just need an advocate. And I'm not blowing my own horn with that, but I mean, you need an advocate to help you get to where you want to go.
Absolutely.
And help you realize your dreams.
Absolutely. And again, as a wonderful vacation and travel advisor with Dream Vacations, you do that, and you're able to help your clients find those accessibility resources so that they can have the best travel experience possible. And I think it's a great service that you offer. So thank you for doing that. And of course, speaking of, Ed Cicinato Dream Vacations, you offer many great destinations with Dream Vacations, including but not limited to Africa, Alaska, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, Bermuda, the Caribbean, Central American, Dubai, India, Europe, Hawaii, Mexico, South America, and the list. But you talked about how you just got back from Italy, of course. But I'd like to know from you, a man who is an international world traveler, where is your favorite place to travel, or where is somewhere you have not been that you would like to go?
I'll answer the first one. The second question first. I haven't been to Antarctica, and even though I hate the cold, I really hate the cold, to the point where I spent 6 months in Florida. I would love to go to the Antarctic because it's sort of like the last untouched frontier, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And just to say I've been there and experienced it, and been in one of the Zodiac boats and seen the glaciers caving and that type of thing would be just a real thrill. And it's something that I'm going to do in the next few years, if I can convince my wife.
That's the key, right? That's the key.
He is always convincing the wife. And as far as the place that I love the most, it's Europe. I love Europe, and the reason I love Europe is because it's where everything ultimately started. If you're from the United States, everyone from the United States pretty much came from Europe or someplace over in that direction. And I love seeing the history. I love seeing things that were back in the 4th century, beautiful cathedrals and the rivers and the wineries, just the whole atmosphere there, and the people are just so friendly. And so that's the place I love to go. I love to go the most. And I've been to several countries.
Sure. Now, are you the type of traveler, Ed? I wonder. So are you the type of traveler, though, you look for sort of that authentic experience, right? Or so you go to the villages or the little shops or the little outdoor markets that everyone goes to, for example, or are you one of those? Do you go to the big resorts? I mean, is it a mix of both, or what do you prefer?
It's a mix of both, depending on the mood that I'm in at the time. I love the authentic, and this is what I tell people too. I love the authentic experience. I love being able to mix with the local people, because I think that's how you see how people live, and that's how you see how people do their everyday lives, and that to me is what's important to me. Now, there are people that just want to sit by the beach and vegetate, and that's fine if that's what you like to do. then that's great. And there are times when I like to do that too, where I just want to go to a Caribbean island like Aruba and just sit on the beach with a an umbrella cocktail and and do nothing.
Mhm.
But I think the most fun is when you experience people and you talk to people. I am on my phone. I have an app called the Translator because I speak some Italian, but I speak a little bit of French, but it's awful. I speak no German, but I like to be able to communicate with local shopkeepers and that type of thing, and look for the most authentic things that I can find in that country. Not
Mhm.
something that was made in for want of a better word, made in China. I want something that was made in Baden-Baden, Germany. I want something that
Mhm.
was made in Rome, um, because that to me is the most authentic experiences. That's how you see. That's how you really see a country.
Absolutely. I mean, great points. And we're going to touch a little bit more on that as well with Ed Desanto with Dream Vacations when we come back. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Hi, everyone. I am Master Sergeant Retired Anna Maria Blithen and privileged to be the host of Veterans Onward to Prosperity. Each episode brings you more information, sources, and resources by which you can manage your life, live a life, and thrive in your life. So stay tuned to all of our episodes and be the best you can be.
Are you currently on the Ontario Disability Support Program? If you're interested in social media marketing, TV production, podcasting, and or getting off assistance, contact Jay Stoyan at 647-339-6847 or jay@thedisabilitychannel.ca. The Disability Channel, showcasing abilities.
Hi, I'm Brad May, and you're watching the Disability Channel, showcasing abilities. Please stay tuned.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to today's show, Detroit. I am Zach Damon, here with the travel extraordinaire, the global man of mystery and travel, Mr. Ed Cicinato of Dream Vacations. Super exciting. So, Ed, you touched on a great point, I thought, right before the break. You gave a little bit of advice of different things that you do in terms of having a translator on your phone to be able to communicate with local shopkeepers to really get the authentic experience. What other advice do you have, even for seasoned travelers, that they might not know?
Well, I think the thing I would tell people is don't go to a country with preconceived notions of what that country's like, because you're probably wrong. Go in with an open mind that you want to experience everything. When you go to Italy, for example, don't just assume that they have pizza, because they actually don't, or at least not pizza like you're used to.
Sure.
I tend to relate everything to food anyhow. So don't go thinking, well, I have to go to the Colosseum or I have to go to the Fountain of Trevi. No, you don't. I mean, that's where everybody goes. Go to the little streets in Rome. Go to the streets where people live, and talk to the people. Talk to the local residents, because they'll talk to you. Especially now, I mean, people in foreign countries are just so happy to see people from other countries again, because most countries in Europe and in other areas, tourism is how they make their living. So they're happy to see us back. They're happy to see us come back, and that's how I think you should approach it.
Oh, absolutely. And then for those travelers with disabilities out there that want to be able to see the world, that want to travel, but have sort of that reservation about, oh, I may not be able to find those resources out there, or, oh, it may be so difficult for me to get around if I'm visiting Rome or the Colosseum or different things. What advice do you have for them?
Well, all this may seem like a shameless plug, but use a travel advisor. It doesn't have to be me, but use someone who has the expertise and the knowledge, or can find out what exceptions might need to be made, and can make those for you so you don't have to worry about it. There's nothing you can't do. There may have to be special considerations made, but there's nothing that you should not be able to do. Never think that you can't do what somebody else can do, because you can. As long as you want to do it, you can do it.
Absolutely. You know, Walt Disney said, if you dream it, you can do it. And I definitely believe that as well. You know, Ed, a couple final. No, absolutely. Absolutely. A couple final questions for you. So, you know, you talk a lot about, you know, inclusivity. You talk about how important it is to really immerse yourself in the cultures of where you're traveling, no preconceived notions, things like that. You know, but I'm curious too. I mean, is there anything, you know, where do you see travel going from here as we are in the middle, you know, of this pandemic? We're trying to push out of this. You know, where do you see the industry going?
Well, obviously, you know, it's hard to predict right now more than a couple months in advance, because every time we try to predict something, it usually doesn't come true anymore. But if I were to put on my my crystal ball, I would say in 2022, there's going to be an explosion of travel from people that they've been stuck at home for the last 15, 18 months, and they just want to go someplace that they've never been. And it's been great during the pandemic. They were able to go to the national parks and some of those places, but now they want to get out and they want to explore again, because people are explorers. Okay, I mean, you go back to the 15th, 16th, where people were exploring and finding the new world. People want to go out and explore the environment. They want to try new things. They want to see where they haven't been before, and they will do it. And I'm already seeing it. 2022 bookings are really starting to ramp up, especially within our company. And there's going to be blips, and there's going to be little hesitations here and there, but I see the second and third quarters of next year as really being an explosion in this industry. A lot of activity in Alaska. That's a real high point. And people want to get back to Europe, and they want to get back to the Southeast Asia and Australia, New Zealand, and that type of thing. So I think there's going to be a big explosion in 2022.
Absolutely, and I definitely hope that is the case as well. Absolutely. Folks, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the travel extraordinaire, Ed Desanto.
Would you like to donate to our employment programs? Please follow the link below to donate through PayPal. All proceeds go to our programs.
Hi all, this is Mike Kessel. I'm the CEO of Cleveland Clinic Canada, and I wanted to thank Jay and the Disability Channel for all the great work they do. And I know they have a big fundraiser coming up on October 12th this year. I wish them nothing but the best, and I'm thrilled to participate in the fundraiser. Thank you all. Take care.
We've all been waiting for this moment, and it's finally here. We are back at sea and cruising on board Celebrity Millennium to give you a first-hand look at what to expect during your next incredible cruise vacation. So let's go take a look. Before boarding, the helpful Celebrity crew ushered guests to the port. Guests sanitized their hands and crew checked vaccination cards and negative COVID-19 tests in socially distanced spaces. Once on board, you'll quickly see the additional health and safety measures that are in place day and night to keep you healthy at sea, such as hand sanitizers located all throughout the ship, complimentary face masks in your sanitized stateroom, a video muster drill for increased social distancing, hand washing stations in the buffet, social distancing in the theater and other public places, digital and mobile interactions with increased ease of scheduling your events via the app and through QR codes. Keep in mind that vaccine requirements and safety protocols will be continuously evaluated and updated as new information becomes available. So contact your travel advisor who can provide you with the latest policies. Cruises are sailing with fewer crew and guests for more space and more luxury. You can breathe easy and relax knowing that 100% fresh, filtered air is flowing to all spaces on board. With these safety measures in place on board, you'll enjoy breathtaking views while enjoying the vacation of a lifetime. From casual to upscale dining options, specialty restaurants, and a large array of bars, lounges, and clubs, indoor dining, or al fresco under the stars, Celebrity has the perfect ambiance and cuisine for every palate. The premium services, amenities, and activities you love will be available for your next dream vacation. Enjoy Broadway caliber performances and entertainment, the ultimate in relaxing spa services, refreshing sun-drenched pools, breezy rooftop terraces, the fitness center, and plenty of outdoor activities for the perfect getaway at sea. Of course, part of the fun during a cruise vacation is visiting incredible destinations while ashore. With Celebrity's curated shore excursion options, you'll enjoy a variety of activities and sightseeing adventures while maintaining reduced capacity, enhanced sanitization, and health and safety standards that are also being followed on board. A few days prior to returning home, guests were provided a quick and easy COVID-19 test on board, and shuttle service made travel back home a breeze. The health and safety of guests remain the top priority so that you can truly enjoy your vacation. There's no doubt that cruising will continue to provide you with the ultimate vacation experience. Contact your travel advisor to stay informed and to book your next amazing cruise vacation with confidence.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Today Show Detroit. I am Zach Damon, so excited to be here with you. Thank you so much. And as you guys have heard from the amazing Ed Cicinto, World Traveler, Travel Advisor for Ed Cicinto Dream Vacations.com, just a lot of great things that you touched on, and especially the big boom of travel that will be in our future. I completely agree in that. But of course, for the viewers that want to know more about Edward Cicinto Dream Vacations.com, how can they reach out to you? How can they book you? And how can they use you as their travel advisor and their guide?
I'm on Facebook a lot. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. You just have to type in my name. It's by the way, it's not it's Cicinato.
Cicinato. Pardon me.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's okay. Everybody makes that mistake. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I have my own website. It's ecicinato.dreamvacations.com. And it's an interactive website, and you can contact me through that website, and also my email address, which is ecicinato@dreamvacations.com. And that's also located on my Facebook page and and my Instagram. And you can also see places I've been to. I post a lot of pictures. I post a tremendous amount of pictures, as a matter of fact, to my Facebook page. But those are the easiest ways to contact me. And I also have a phone number, 856-866-6602.
All right. Well, no, thank you so much, Ed Cicinato, and his wonderful travel experience. Thank you so much, Ed. We really appreciate it. And, I hope to visit the wonderful Lumiere Museum at some point, being a big media and film man that I am, and see the original cinematographs. So absolutely.
I look forward to helping you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ed. We appreciate your time. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you. And remember, vacations are what bring us together.
All about inclusion and really giving everyone a fair say.
Welcome to the Today Show. This is our flagship show. I am Unstoppable Tracy.
I am Zach Damon.
It is a pleasure to be here. I am excited. What is up?
We have a great show today.
Jay Stoyan here for the Disability Channel, the world's only inclusive channel for and by persons with disabilities.
Get ready to be inspired, everyone.
We have people watching from all over the world, but also all over Ontario.
We also take a concerted attention in the veterans community.
In moments of stress and trauma, we can get a hold of ourselves.
To help make a difference for people with disabilities, to show people how to love themselves or their disability.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys having me, giving this platform for myself and other people with disabilities.
Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this episode of the Disability Channel Detroit. Please tune in next time. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Today Show Detroit. I am Zach Damon. So excited to have Edward Cicinato with us of EdwardCicinatoDreamVacations.com. For more information on his website, you can check him out at the website mentioned. And for more information on the Disability Channel, please feel free to visit our website at thedisabilitychannel.ca and be able to subscribe and follow us on all social media platforms, including YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Zach Damon with the Today Show Detroit, and we'll see you next time.